Now at 6, a massive multi-million-dollar verdict against a former South Florida teacher accused of raping a student. A jury awarded the student nearly $50 million. She says she was sexually assaulted by her teacher in a classroom. CBS 4's Peter Dench spoke to the victim and her attorney. He's live tonight in downtown Miami with the story. Peter.
Elliot, the victim is urging other young people to be aware of how persuasive authority figures, like teachers, can be, and to always separate right from wrong. Now, the verdict came after a 2-day trial in a Miami-Dade courtroom.
I feel relieved knowing that this won't happen again. I feel protected. I feel better.
This 20-year-old woman says she will never forget what happened to her in 2013. She says her former geometry teacher at South Dade High School, Bresnniel Jansen, lured her into sex acts and raped her in his classroom. An Instagram photo from the Homestead school shows him in handcuffs when he was arrested.
He manipulated. He knew he was in the perfect situation, the figure of authority, and he took advantage of that.
Court records show Jansen pled guilty to charges including unlawful sexual activity with a minor and was put on 10 years probation.
Awful, still very, very bad. I don't wish this happens to anyone. I hope it doesn't, and I hope that if anyone's going through this, they could speak out now.
This paperwork shows how a jury awarded her $49.3 million, $30 million of it for punitive damages.
Just like around the country, there's a message on behalf of victims. No more sexual abuse, no more taking advantage of people and using power, authority, control over young women or young men. And there's a Miami-Dade jury that just said enough is enough. This is not going to happen again. 5
years before she was assaulted, Jansen had been accused of inappropriately texting another student, but he was not disciplined.
A message is to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of who tries to control you or who your figure of authority is, and know how to separate right from wrong.
As for the huge verdict,
this message sends, hopefully, that men like him don't ever do this again.
Now, this verdict was just against Jansen, who we were not able to reach for comment. There was a separate, previous, and confidential settlement with the Miami-Dade School Board. The victim, meanwhile, told me she's looking forward to a bright future. She's in college and plans to become a registered nurse. We're live in Miami. Peter Dench, CBS 4 News. Elliot?